Ever had a question about your food?
What I really want to find out is how you put the fizz in your fizzy sweets.
Or thought twice about what's in your supermarket shop?
Why is it that I've never seen a macadamia nut in its shell?
We'll be munching our way around the world.
We're on safari.
Aloha, Hawaii.
Pushing our taste buds to the limit. And scratching beneath the surface.
That's amazing.
To find the truth
It is a radical concept.
about the food we eat.
It's good. Let's clear that up.
Coming up, have you spotted that chicken breast has gone stripy?
Wow.
I'm on the case to find out why.
I've been in chicken sheds before, and they're noisy places. This isn't noisy at all.
Oh, here she comes.
I'm in the biggest bread factory in the world, finding out how they strengthen your slice.
Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Took a while.
And I'm investigating the government's new sugar tax and why fizzy drinks are changing.
It's a different sweetness.
As far as I'm concerned, it's good.
First, Britain's best-selling meat, chicken. Low in fat and high in protein, but what are these weird white stripes we seem to be seeing more of?
What are the light white lines that you find on the chicken breasts that are skinless sometimes?
It's mostly like muscle, sinew, kind of veins, that kind of stuff.
Oh, OK.
It almost looks like some kind of zebra chicken.
Now, I've been a chef for many years, and it looks a bit iffy to me. What are they? To find out, I'm heading off to Italy, home of quality cooking. But I'm not here to stock up on fresh produce. I'm going to Bologna, to the oldest university in Europe, to find out more about those strange stripes. I'm here to meet a scientist working at the cutting edge of research into this phenomenon.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, Max, you're a poultry expert, aren't you?
Yes.
And you can tell me what these white lines are on the
Of
chicken.
course. Of
Okay,
course.
let's go.
We can go.
Dr. Massimiliano Petracci, or Max to his friends, has spent the last 13 years studying our favourite white meat. Is it my imagination or a lab coat's getting smaller these days?
We have 3 breasts with different degree of white striping. You can see this one. This is normal because it's subcutaneous fat. In this one, you can see moderate white striping.
Okay.
In this breast, you can see severe white striation.
Okay. What is wrong with that?
It's abnormal infiltration of fat inside the muzzle in chicken.
So instead of sitting subcutaneously, meaning just under the skin, the white stripes are fat which runs through the meat in an abnormal way. It looks like a muscular disorder.
You can see that there is white cells.
Yeah.
That means that these are adipocytes, so fat accumulated inside. In normal meat, the percentage is around 1%.
Okay.
While in white striped meat, fat content can be around 2 to 2.5%.
Max believes he has pinpointed the cause of this phenomenon.
This kind of abnormality is associated with growth rate. And growth rate is related to the genetic background of the bird.
So it's a fast growth rate that is causing this issue?
As we've seen before on Food Unwrapped, fast-growing chickens have been developed to get from egg to plate in as little as 40 days. But even with white stripes, the fat content of all chicken is still lower than red meat, and cheaper.
So this desire for people to go for a healthier, lean meat is in fact creating this issue.
Although white striping may not affect all fast-growing birds, the genetic makeup of the breeds used means it's become endemic. With birds growing as fast as that, it's sort of like they've got stretch marks.
To find out, I'm heading to Kingsmill in East London. This is the largest bread factory in the world, pumping out around 2.5 million loaves a week.
Ah, that is the smell of freshly baked bread. Heavenly. I'm definitely in the right place.
I'm here to meet Operations Director Nick Law.
Hello, Nick.
Hi, Kate. How you doing?
I'm good. This place is ginormous.
This factory is seriously high-tech, costing 30 million quid to build. Now that's a lot of dough.
Now, Nick, you clearly make a lot of loaves. What I want to know is how do you make it so that it withstands that buttering and I can butter with ease?
So we can show you the process today, how we mix the bread, make it really soft as well.
Oh, here she comes. Just spat that out like a volcano. So could I ever mix up a loaf at home that would be as strong?
You'd have to put an awful lot of power and effort into it. You'd have to have massive baker's arms to be able to do that.
A lot.
A lot of kneading of the dough.
A powerful mixer like this creates a huge amount of tiny air bubbles in the dough, which helps keep the bread's strength.
Would you say that this is more elastic than a homemade loaf?
Yes.
That is pretty stretchy for a dough. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Took a while.
As most people realise, we've got a real problem with obesity in this country, and that's increasing the risks of people developing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and some kinds of cancer. Right. And I think the sugar tax is really the next step. It's quite a clever initiative, actually, because what happens is it's a levy on the companies, and they have to pay in proportion to the amount of sugar they put into the food system.
And how have the drinks industry responded then? What kind of things have they done?
Well, what they've done is to reformulate their products, and they've tried to produce them so it maintains the taste that people clearly like, but with much less sugar.
Whilst some brands were already under the sugar threshold, others like Coke Classic, Pepsi and Red Bull have kept their original formulas, which means that you might find yourself paying more for them. A third group have changed their recipes to reduce the sugar and avoid the tax, leaving some fizzy drink fans a bit miffed. I've tracked down one of them. Scottish soft drinks lover Steve.
Hi, Steve!
Hello.
Who's been reduced to hoarding supplies of original recipe brew.
Now, I hear you're quite a connoisseur with a particular brand of fizzy drink. They've changed the recipe. What do you think it's like now?
It's rubbish.
It's rubbish. So you can really taste the difference?
Yeah, it doesn't have the same edge that Iron Brew used to have. If you're enjoying a can with a bag of crisps or something, you can definitely taste the difference.
Have you got a little stash of the original recipe?
Well, I do, but I'm kind of reduced to this one and a half case in the background.
Iron Brew say extensive research and testing have given them confidence they have an excellent taste match, and say response to their new formula has been encouraging, but acknowledge it's still early days. It's clear it's tough to please everyone, but why? I've sent Matt to investigate.
I'm on it, Jim. I'm here in Radnorshire to meet William Watkins, MD of soft drinks company Radnor Hills.
Now listen, I've come to talk to you all about the sugar tax.
Great.
This way.
William's company, like many soft drinks manufacturers, are avoiding the sugar tax by lowering the amount of sugar they use in their products.
Here we've got our syrup room, and this is what we call our mini batch tank, and in here we've put quite a few of the ingredients.
Right, can I have a look at this?
Yeah.
And what flavours are we making today?
Today we're making a raspberry and lemonade.
They've cut the sugar content in this drink by an impressive 50%. But how?
We've got some sugar, but not much. We're also adding a product called stevia, which is a natural sweetener.
And this stuff here, right?
Yeah, that's right there.
OK.
Stevia is extracted from a plant of the same name and is one of several types of both natural and artificial sweeteners that drinks manufacturers are increasingly using.
In actual fact, stevia is 200 times sweeter than sugar.
Right.
And actually, for here, I've got 1 gram of stevia, which is the equivalent in sweetness to 200 grams of sugar.
Wow.
So, how hard can it be to get this sugar and stevia blend right?
Earlier, I found that as a result of the new sugar tax, some soft drink brands have reduced sugar by adding alternative sweeteners.
And I went to a drinks factory in Wales where a new recipe has cut the sugar content in their pop by nearly 50%. But what did it taste like before the sugar tax?
So this is the old...
That's the old with the full
sugar. It tastes like sweet raspberry lemonade. I don't know, that's kind of obvious, but...
So, how does the new version compare?
It's
very different.
Yeah, it's different.
Your first formula, the one with all the sugar in it, it's nice, but it tastes childish. It's got that taste of, that's what I would drink as a kid.
Yeah.
Whereas the new one, it's got more, I don't know, it's more of a sharp, it's more grown up in taste.
Yeah. We need a second opinion.
So that is the full sugar version.
Thanks. Oh, I like that.
Okay.
It's like syrupy.
So try the new version.
It's like more acidic. It's more refreshing.
It is more refreshing.
Yeah. I do quite like the really sweet one, though.
Now, being a chef, I think I can make something that will keep everyone happy, so I'm going to have a go at it myself. Can I do better?
We put all the ingredients in, but we haven't put the sugar. And that's all the sugar that you're allowed. You're under the sugar tax, so there's no problem. And then you've got stevia that you can add to increase the sweetness.
Wow. Killer sweet, and it's got quite a bitter note as well.
Yeah, yeah.
To it.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with that.
And then you've got citric acid as well. Now, what makes a soft drink interesting is that sweetness, acidity balance.
I have no idea. So this stevia, don't know. Should we try that?
Go on.
No comment.
So how long does it take you to reformulate then?
Oh, we do this quite a lot of times before we got it right.
Clearly.
So what have we learned? Well, firstly, that Matt needs to work on his drink mixing skills. But also, it's clear that whilst some people love the new recipes, others are not so keen. To find out why, I've come to Reading University to meet sensory expert Dr. Lisa Methven.
Got some things laid out ready.
So tell me, when it comes to artificial sweeteners, it can be a real divide. Some people just don't get on with them. Why is that?
On your tongue, you've got these little bumps on the surface of the tongue called papillae. Those papillae contain your taste receptors. Your taste receptors is what allows you to taste. Some people have more than others.
Right.
What you can see with these images is that this tongue here is covered in these little red bumps, whereas this person doesn't really have many of those papillae at all.
I see.
So the person with more papillae is going to be more sensitive to tastes overall.
But when it comes to tasting the sweetness, do we detect it on the same area on the tongue as we do with sugar?
That's absolutely right. They're all triggering the same sweet receptors, but some of the sweeteners also bind to other receptors. So they'll have the sweet response, but you also may have a bitter response with it.
Right. So when it comes to sugar, it just triggers the sweet receptor, but when it comes to the sweeteners, that can trigger the sweetness and the bitterness receptors.
Yes, and in fact, some people will pick up the bitter note very strongly, and other people will not.
So the people that don't like the reformulated drinks, it's not because they're not sweet enough, it's because they're picking up the bitter tones. They're more sensitive to the bitter notes in those sweeteners.
Yes, that's why we have to be careful, and the food industry is careful at the types of sweeteners it might use within different contexts.
Will there ever be a perfect sweetener?
Obviously, that's something that everybody's still looking for, the search for the Holy Grail. It needs to be a nice, clean, sweet taste.
So until we find the holy grail of sweeteners, whatever the drink companies do to their new recipes, some people are scientifically guaranteed not to like it. Which just goes to show, when it comes to the new sugar-taxed drinks, you can't please all of the people all of the time.
I'm at the world's biggest bakery.
Oh, here she comes.
To find out why sliced bread can withstand a good buttering.
That is pretty stretchy for a dough.
We're off to the moulding section to find out more.
What we're doing here is we're taking the dough balls and we're squashing them into sort of pancakes to take all the big air bubbles out of them.
During the baking process, the yeast in the bread produces bubbles of carbon dioxide to give it a spongy texture. To make the bubbles as small as possible, industrial bakers have a special trick up their sleeves.
We're putting them into 4 pieces.
These might look like hot dog rolls, but this 4-piece processing is the best thing to happen to bread since, well, sliced bread.
Why do you want 4 pieces for your loaf?
As the dough begins to prove, the bubbles within the dough expand. And obviously, if they're tight together like this, the room for them to expand is minimised. If you didn't make it into a four-piece, you'd get some bubbles that expanded quicker than others, and it means you lose that strength and that softness.
Each of the quarters acts like its own little mini loaf, with all the bubbles held captive in that smaller space. This stops them growing into the bigger bubbles that can make spreading butter on other types of bread such a headache.
And there you have your finished loaf. What's interesting is I have never, ever spotted how it's partitioned into four.
So it's a little baker's secret.
Is it going to tear when I butter it?
Of course not.
You sure? I'll hold you to that, Nick.
To help me really understand why four-piece loaves are so much better at taking a buttering, Nick takes me to his factory test kitchen, where he's got a clever bread scanner.
So this machine is measuring the number of bubbles that we have in each slice.
So how many bubbles are in that slice of your four-piece?
OK, so this particular loaf has got 9,080 bubbles or cells per slice.
How does that compare with the one piece?
The bubbles that we have in the loaf are 7,159.
Gosh.
So there are nearly a quarter more air bubbles in the four-piece loaf, which makes for a more robust bread. But the proof is in the buttering. Let's see how they both fare.
OK, right, so first of all, I'm going to butter your four-piece slice. Oh, look at that.
So it hasn't broken up at all.
Right, let's try the one piece. It's really tough to butter. Just look at the state of that.
So there you have it. Tiny bubbles mean a tidy slice.
Earlier, I discovered that the weird stripes that have started turning up in chicken might be down to the popularity of cheaply produced fast-grown meat.
This kind of abnormality is associated with growth rate.
But is it safe to eat? The British Poultry Council says that it is. Which is good news, because all 8 supermarkets we visited were selling stripy meat. So, if I don't want sort of stretch marks on my chicken, where do I go? Well, how about the Netherlands?
Morning. How are you? Nice to meet you. So this is your cutting-edge chicken shed?
Yeah.
Robert Nijkamp is head honcho at a chicken coop with a difference.
Wow. Do you know what? The first thing, I've been in chicken sheds before, and they're noisy places. This isn't noisy at all. It's quiet, and there's a lot of chickens here, I can see.
In this house, there are 26,000.
26,000? That's about the population of Didcot. But Robert's birds seem to have plenty of room and can roam freely.
Somewhere between a free range, the organic free range, and the traditional farming. They're not going outside into the fields. The density, daylight, almost similar to free range.
The building was designed with a chicken in mind, using energy-efficient lighting and controlled temperature zones. Design considerations which also help keep costs down.
One of the big advantages of the system, we don't heat up the whole house. In here, it's still 13, 14, maybe 15 degrees.
Right.
And under the brooders, for example, 24, 25 degrees.
Yeah.
But the broilers also can choose where they like to live.
Employing this controlled heat zone system means Robert saves up to 75% of his energy costs, a saving that is passed on to the consumer. Robert's birds are sold in Dutch supermarkets at around £12 a kilo, substantially cheaper than organic free-range chicken here in the UK. A cleverly designed chicken shed means that he can slow grow his birds and still keep prices down.
This one has to be at the farm for at least 56 days. That's very important.
56?
If you compare it to fast-growing, which are leaving the farm at 35 and 45 days, it's a totally different breed if you compare it to traditional. A lot of consumers ask in supermarkets for slow-growing meat, and that's why there is a big upcoming market for them.
So, as Robert's chickens are slow-grown, does that mean his birds are white stripe free?
Have you ever come across this white striping in the chicken?
No, I've seen it never before, not in this farm.
Not here?
No, not.
So, could stripe-free, slow-grown meat be the future for UK chickens too? You never know. it might just take off.